picture. Really the hottest nigga, you gon' respect this lava. I'm shooting it if I pull it, boy, make sure you want this drama. I bring it to you like it's Law and Order SVU. Turn you to a vegetable, now you look good inside a soup. Family come from Bishopville, but I grew up in that Bronx Zoo where they shoot you dead in the street and then dance all on top of you and not do what.
What's up, y'all? It's Nate Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador. Back at it again with another Rikers Island story. Let's talk about what I seen as, I have a list of the top 5 punishments / consequences of being exposed as a false claiming gang member. Now this is whether you Crip, Blood, anything, whatever gang is lit at the time, they usually do similar things. Now, I just want to, before I put this video out, I want to say thanks to everybody who's been subscribing, everyone who's been liking, everyone who's been sending your donations, making video requests. I appreciate it. If this is your first time watching me, this is about to be real entertaining. So go ahead right now and just click that bell, man, and subscribe right now so you can find out about any other videos that I'm dropping. I usually drop every single day. But without further ado, let's get into this video, man. Now, for those of us who don't understand the lingo, false claiming basically means that you're either somebody who's in the jail and you're either claiming that you're affiliated with a set that you're not really affiliated with, or you're claiming a set that nobody ever heard of. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the big gang expert. However, I was raised around a whole lot of Bloods, some Crips, you know what I'm saying? And I've kind of seen the way they move, you know what I'm saying? Especially on the Rikers Island, you know? And there's a protocol. There's a protocol, there's a hierarchy within all gangs, you know what I'm saying? This is more specifically on Bloods because Bloods were the biggest gang when I was on Rikers Island, you know what I'm saying? But these same rules apply to every other gang. But like I said, there's a protocol, there's a hierarchy, there's a status quo. There's people to talk to. There's people who have to give permission for certain things to happen. There's people who have to approve of certain things, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of paperwork behind a lot of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Paperwork really meant something, you know? When we had our random searches on Rikers Island, if you got caught with paperwork, because you know the paperwork we usually have, you know what I'm saying, like gang codes, different gang slangs, you know, terms that they wouldn't want the police to know what they're talking about. And we also have like names of people and stuff like that. But without further ado, I want to explain the top 5 consequences of what happens if you get caught false claiming, you know what I'm saying? And if you would want to be in a gang, the best thing to do would be to really be about it, you know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to really maintain your respect in this game, you feel me? Like usually if you dealing with Bloods, from what I'm aware of, usually you'd have to like fight for like 31 seconds. But that's what I've usually seen, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, it can be somebody who already has a lot of status and they say he has the green light, which means he could put whoever he want under him without them having to fight. That's usually the situation. When you false claiming, it's just like I said, it's like nobody put you down, nobody brought you home, you know, that's what they say. But we're gonna get into it. Rikers Island. 5 different things that I've seen guys go through false claim. Here's number 1. May tagging. Meditation dance. Daily public ridicule. If you are found out to be a false claimer, the guys they'll press you about it. Let's say this. Usually what I've seen is somebody new would come into the house and they would claim that they are either Blood or whatever gang that is the most represented in that house. Usually with the Bloods, I see that they be like, all right, homie, pull up to the law library. Pull up to law library, and then they'll have their little meeting inside the law library, And it's like, if you say you're a certain set, chances are whoever runs that house, they know somebody who's of that set. So if you're of that set, typically, depending on how big or small that set is, there's somebody in your borough, or more specifically from your neighborhood area, that will be able to vouch for you. So that's one of the ways, you know what I'm saying? They'll pull you to law library, or they'll send a kite and wait to get the kite back, whether that take a couple days or a couple weeks or a month, whatever. And if it comes back that you're not actually who you are, you're not actually what you say you repping, okay, you're gonna get dubbed on the spot, and you'll be forced to be a Maytagger. A Maytagger means you cleaning shitty drawers with your bare hands, either in your sink that you drink water from, or your toilet. Meditation dance. You know, that's when either you standing in the toilet or you in a corner. You talking about, don't hurt me, blood, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me, blood, don't hurt me. You know, some of them are being made to do the Beyonce booty dance. You know, I've spoken about this before. This is very, very, very humiliating, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that a man, you know, he takes him to his grave if he has to go through that type of situation. And this all falls along the category of daily public ridicule, you know what I'm saying? Being called a day room nigga, being called a 00 bang bang, you know what I'm saying? You know, you basically being holed out for embarrassing yourself, claiming something that you didn't even have to claim, you know? When all the reality, you could have just came in and you could have been neutral for all that, or said you wanted to be down with a gang, and then you could have went about it that way. And now you played yourself to where you'll never have real respect. But going into number 2, found out to be a false claiming gang member, especially within the Bloods. Usually you immediately get spanked out the crib. Let's say you pulled up to the house and you talking to the people who run the house. You say you a specific gang set, you affiliated with a certain organization, and then word comes back that you're not. Now, the people who run the crib, they might get word from somebody who got higher authority than them, and they'll tell them that, hey, listen, y'all who run the crib, y'all got 24 hours to get this dude out the crib, or y'all dubs too. So you know what's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? Regular protocol. The new dude who's false claiming, he getting spanked out the crib. It's as simple as that. Within 24 hours. Usually what I've seen is, when higher authority gang members get the word out to low authority gang members who are in a position of power and say, listen, 24 hours to get this done, it usually gets done, you know what I'm saying? Number 3, you're made to fight to join the set, and then you become a crash dummy, okay? So what this means is that, say this person claims to be in a specific gang organization, and then they get made out to not be a part of this organization, or at least not be quote unquote real right, which means they will sit you down and they'll spew out a couple codes and stuff like that. And if you don't know your literature, then it's like either you get immediately spanked out the crib, or someone who has more of a boss mentality, they'll think of whether they could use you or not. So then you'll be made to fight to join the set, but really made to fight to join the set, which is really a couple of the dudes, they just jumping you in. They're gonna jump you in, they're gonna beat the shit out you because you was false claiming, you know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna say, all right, you down. But instead of you just being down and having normal respect, you're made to be a crash dummy. Crash dummy means they sending you as a missile on other niggas, you feel me? Like somebody new come to the house, they're gonna say, hey, you, new guy, we need you to spank him. We need you to get this from him. We need you to tell him this, that, and that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times these guys will be given authority over the day room. Now, authority over the day room is it's like purgatory between being a day room dummy and not being a day room dummy. It's like you in the middle. It's like you're viewed as a day room dummy the most, but you have authority over the people who are certified day room dummies, and you basically you're the person who they're gonna tell to shut up the other day room dummies, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen too many guys get their weight up and earn real respect from that point, but it's happened. But you typically got to become a real super oppressor. But a day room dummy is basically, but when they give you the day room or they make you a crash dummy, you really just a doja. Like you really just a lame. You doing what you told. You know what I'm saying? You're a crash dummy. You're a pop off dummy. You're lame. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically like the day room dummies, quote unquote. They're the field Negroes. You know what I'm saying? And you're the house Negro. You know what I'm saying? Who respects the house Negro? Nobody. Feel me? But moving on. My last two. This is number 4 on this list. Extortion for safety. Say you get exposed for not being real right, a part of a particular set. They decide that they could use you. So they say, hey, listen, when it's commissary time, you just make sure that this person, that person good, and in exchange for that, you good. Won't nobody touch you. But really, it's like you being extorted. You being extorted. So what does that make you? It immediately just makes you a day room dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you being extorted just like everybody else, but it's like they allowing you to pretend you're not getting extorted. They're allowing you to pretend you got some type of power, some type of respect and dignity, even though you don't. And it's like they may not directly tell you that you're getting extorted, but it's like when the time comes, they'll just be asking you for stuff, not offering to pay you back in return. You know what I'm saying? And they'll tell you like, hey, you know what this is for? This is for the homies. You feel me? Boom. And number 5, becoming a plate and having to join PC. This is when you get exposed for claiming you're a big dog, you want to be part of these gangs, you want to be a follower, you want to be a penis rider, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a penis engulfer, you want to be a nut hugger, you know what I'm saying? And it just so happened that you offended the wrong person by false claiming. So this goes back to an earlier number on the list where I say you immediately get spanked out the crib. But this is when you get spanked so much because you offended the wrong person, or maybe it's a situation, rare situation, but what occurs is a dude will come in like Crip maybe, and then turn blood and then get found out about it. Now you'll just become an international plate for the whole building. A plate is simple. You fool for the whole building. Maybe it's every gang set that are Bloods because you used to be Crip, or maybe a specific gang set that you was repping, and you become a plate. A plate is basically you cannot live nowhere. Every single place you go, they're gonna spank you. They're gonna beat the shit out of you. So then you have no choice but to sign into PC, protective custody, making you the ultimate pussy boy sucker. No respect at all. And without anything else to say, that was my top 5 punishment / consequences